Hi, my name is Liu Mei Wei. Matrix number 262863.
Hi, my name is Kong Yi and matrix number is 263228.
I would like to talk about the theme and topic of our video. The theme of our video is entertainment and the topic is moral lesson from the movie. Movie is an entertainment which we can relax our mind and get moral value. So, we decided to explain about the movie we watch and the lesson we get from it. The movie we choose to explain are The Kid from the Big Apple and Front of the Class.
Today, I and my partner Mei Wei will talk about two movies, and my movie's title is The Kids from the Big Apple. This is the picture for the movie. And no matter do you have seen this movie before, you will understand what is this movie about after listening my explanation for this movie. This movie is talk about an 11 years old girl. His name is Sarah, and stay at New York with his mother, Sophia. But one day, his mother sent Sarah back to Malaysia to stay with her grandfather, whom she had never met before, as her mother had to visit to China to resolve work-related problems. Sarah refused to adapt to her grandfather's traditional culture practice, such as eating chicken feet for breakfast and local community, which she took very disgusting. Besides that, the best effort of her grandfather to recreate a familiar environment for Sarah and recreating Western dish that Sarah is familiar with using local substitutes. But Sarah only ate chips that she brought over from New York and refused to communicate with her grandfather. Sarah was very unpolite and scolded his grandfather and talked English with his grandfather that don't understand English well. And suddenly, Sarah met a new friend. Is her neighbor. About Sarah's grandfather request about to translate his instruction in Chinese and Cantonese to Sarah. Annoyed but later amused at his poor command of English, Sarah started to take an interested in the surrounding neighborhood. She also reveals that she can actually understand and speak Chinese, much to her grandfather's relief. Slowly, she started interacting with the children around the neighborhood who included her in their activities and started adapting to the local environment. She also began to interested with her grandfather and a bond started from between them. One day, Sarah saw a photo album. Inside is her mother's picture with a man. She asked her mother whether that is her dad, but his mom just ignored it. And actually, Sarah's mother had a bad relationship with her father, which is Sarah's grandfather. It was revealed that Sarah's mother, unmarried and pregnant with Sarah, had a strong argument with her father, who was strongly against Sophia moving to New York City to live with her boyfriend. She disagreed his advice and ran away from home, never contacting him for decades while purchasing her career as a fashion designer, while balancing her role of a single mother after Sarah's father abandoned her. Sarah's grandfather consumers should learn internet to improve relationship with Sarah, about teach him how to play Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and so on. Over time, the bond between Sarah and his grandfather depended, despite occasional tension created by difference between his surrounding. Social media influenced lifestyle and her grandfather's conservative values. Sarah had warmed to the community so much that as the time drew closer to the departure, she became resolute to leave. Above all, she did not want to leave her grandfather alone, as she had learned of his various health ailments that he had hid from everyone over the years. Sarah thus urged his grandfather to embrace news media so that she could communicate with him overseas and also tried desperately to get her mom and grandfather to reconcile. Sarah's grandfather requests about to took a video to give to Sarah's mother when he dies. Inside, he apologized for not being a good father, is emancipatory for raising Sarah single-handedly as well as him bequeathing assets to her and Sarah. Abel defied his promise to keep the widow's secret, sent the touching video to Sarah's mother. Touched by his word, Sarah's mother hurried returned home and reconciled with her father after many years of estrangement. Last, Sarah's grandfather flew to New York together with Sarah and her mother. So this movie, The Kids from the Big Apple, was a family values and wanted to convey the message of filial piety through the movie, especially wanted to portray the importance of communication between grandparents and their grandchildren. The importance of father-daughter relationship is also conveyed in the movie. Actress Sarah Tan said that, "I think after watching this, you will think home as well." This movie also portrayed the traditional Malaysian practice in this movie as a relation to the perception that the actual Malaysian traditional culture and tradition is being forgotten and ignored, just for the sake of making profit. Conclusion is the movie reminded us need to cherish the movement that family more understand our culture traditional and should teaching our children be polite. Family always is the most concerned person for you. And we must share the problem to our family together to solve the problem, not avoid the problem. Thank you for listening my explanation for this movie.
爸，麻烦你了。Now what?
I'm not leaving this car.
你睡你妈妈以前那个房间都给你收拾好了。
Don't touch my things. Don't make me angry.
怎么样啊？两爷孙啊，一定聊得很开心吧？哈！
明明是华人，却扮杨梅，满口鸡肠，我跟他实在沟通不来。你们怎么说？该同阿公啊！往后那几个月不知道怎么跟他相处。
I bruised my own foot.
我又说错什么了？
可以帮你问耶稣，你做翻译。
阿宝，给我翻译一下。
OK，no problem。
住在我这里，要约法三章。
约法三章。
Hey, stupidity! What are you doing?
Hi, Sarah. What you say?
You, fat boy! You speak lousy and horrible English.
Your grandfather said you stay here, you must 约法三章. And this old man, he eats awful food.
Oh my God! You are eating chicken feet? So disgusting!
他们啊，最喜欢就是去那个美罗乐了。
一直拍，一直拍。
哎，
Are you a hero?
嗨嗨啊！
Wherever you go, whatever will be, surveilling.
上网，公共想上吊。
脆 touch wood.
讲华语 ，OK？
Grandpa!
不要，烦的不要跳了。
I love you, Mom. Wherever you go, whatever will be. Grandpa and Grandma are like stars, not always seen, but forever there.
哦。
I would like to share a movie I have watched before. From that movie, I get many lessons. The movie I choose is Front of the Class. This is the picture of the movie. Front of the Class is a 2008 American drama film based on a book by Brad Cohen, Front of the Class, How Tourette Syndrome Made Me the Teacher I Never Had. And this is the book. The purpose I choose this movie because this movie is inspired by the true story of Brad Cohen, who diagnosed with Tourette syndrome overcomes considerable odds to become a gift teacher. Brad Cohen does not let life challenge get in the way his dream. From this movie, we also can know about Tourette syndrome. Sure, Most of the people don't know what is Tourette syndrome. Tourette syndrome I would like to talk about the content of the movie. Brett Cohen's story starts when he was 12 years old. Is a common he lives with his divorced mother, Ellen, with and his mother helps doctors to realize that he has Tourette syndrome. And at least one he constantly gets into trouble with his father, Norman, and his teachers at school due to his tics. His teachers, other adults, even his father interpreted Brett's involuntary sounds and sudden jerking movements as attempts to get attention. As a young boy, he was made fun of and put down by his classmates and teachers, but decided to grow everything he had endured. Despite all the bullying he endured during his childhood and the trouble he went through with his father, Brett was determined to live a normal life. He maintained the positive outlook. He decided that when he grew up, he was going to be a teacher who would encourage all students and show them that you can do whatever you put your mind to. From the movie, we learned that never give up on your goals. Brett Cohen decided to be a teacher despite having Tourette's syndrome, and unknown to him, his Tourette's made him the best kind of teacher out there. Beside from that, we know that this ability might be an ability in disguise. Brett Cohen's special ability to understand and accept his special students came from having Tourette's. We also can learn to fight. You will not get everything you want just because you desire it. So, we need to learn to fight for your right to do things. Call what it may be a dream, a purpose, or a longing. The social values can be seen of a character, and there are ways to treat the others. Care and kindness are shown by Brett's mother, Ellen. She cares and always gives infinite support to Brett, even when he calls her because he has the worst interview with Principal Fowler. Ellen always says that Brett will be an inspiring and awesome teacher. Ellen also gives the protection to Brett. Her endless love makes Brett's life easier. In the conclusion, this movie was extremely motivational. Brett Cohen found ways to learn and grow from every experience he had. He teaches his life lessons to students when they don't even know they are learning the lessons, and always finds a way to inspire. Brett shows that no matter what difficulty they may have in life, they can always find a way to overcome it and be a better person because of it. From the movie, I learned that we should not give up when we face any problem in our life. Sure, we will have faced with many problems. We should find a way to overcome it, and you will find out that everything will become better, but not give up. Thank you.
Well, I see you only have your bachelor's degree. Are you planning to get your master's?
Yes, sir. Drop! As soon as I can.
Well, we don't require it for entry level.
Drop!
But if you're serious
I'm very serious. I want to make teaching my life. Drop! Whoa! Whoa! I make these noises because I have Tourette syndrome. I'd like to tell you about it. It's a brain thing that causes me to make these strange noises. They're like sneezes.
I know you think you're the class clown, but I've had it with you.
Barking like a dog, for goodness sake.
You can't help.
Talk to your mom about it. She said, I said, stop it! Stop it!
Couldn't really blame Dad for losing it. My tics drove him nuts.
I'm sorry, but how can you expect kids to learn when you're doing that all the time?
You know, there are other things besides teaching.
Not for me.
I just don't see how you could ever teach a class. want to teach here, you're going to have to refrain from making these noises in class.
That is their failure, not yours.
Well, it sure seems like my failure.
What do you think is the most important thing you have to teach?
I'm going to have to ask you to stop making those noises.
Look, pal, he's not doing it.
No, I can handle it, Jeff. I got it. That it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to color outside the lines if that's who you are. Drop!
Weirdo! You must be Brad.
I don't want to hurt her, Mom. You've never been able to accept it.
I just feel so helpless. The one thing I could never fix was the one thing that was hurting you most.
It doesn't need fixing.
Do you like making noises and upsetting people, Brad?
No, sir.
What can we do to help you, Brad?
I just want to be treated like everybody else.
The toughest and most dedicated teacher I have ever had. My constant companion, my Tourette's.